Well, hey everyone, it's Dr. Simeon here. Welcome back to another virtual viewing session. A number of you have written to me said that you kind of enjoy this sort of practice, so we're going to keep on doing it here. And remember, the whole goal here is simply to describe the target. You're not trying to name it, you're not trying to guess it, or absolutely visualize so you know what it is. The whole point is to let the information come through from the subconscious mind. And as you've seen from some of the other videos, if you haven't seen them, just go back and take a look. It comes through in different ways in each person, but it tends to be kind of subtle, transient, surprising. And if you get any real 3D solid images, it's probably your imagination creating an idea of what the target is based on some of the information. So you want to go with the low level, subtle information. In this system, that tends to be the most accurate information, and that's what it's all about. Okay, so I have selected another target for you here. Your job is to describe the target in the folder. So let's go ahead and get our piece of paper ready. You want to put your name and the date and the time in the upper right hand side of the paper. And let's let go of any distractions, physical, emotional distractions. Write them down, wherever they are, let go of them. You want to do your cool down here, so just exhale a few times. That's kind of what I like to do. Exhale some of the tension, some of the stress. Remember, the less noise you have in your mind, the louder the signal will be, and the more the non-local signal will be readily available to you. That's what we're after here. So let go of any advanced perceptions, any glimpses that you have of the target ahead of time. They can be accurate, but we never know, so we want to let them go ahead of time. And also let go of anything that you want to set aside. Just write it down. Now, this is all below your name and the date and time. It's going to let go of any distractions, anything you want to let go. And if you need any other sort of cool down to get ready for this, feel free to pause the video. And of course, you can always do that at any time. This is all supposed to be done at your own pace. Remember, the viewers always control. I'm just trying to assist you here through the target acquisition process. So let's go ahead, when you're ready, put your pen in the middle center part of the page towards the, in the left middle sort of center, below the last line that you're writing on. When you're ready, draw your ideogram. Just let your hand move. Let your subconscious mind tell you what's at this particular target location. So just put your pen on the page, let your hand move. And when you've done that, let's go ahead and probe the ideogram. So trace it with your finger or your pen, touch it, poke your pen right into the ink. Remember, it's almost as if your subconscious was touching the target. And what sort of feelings do you get when you touch your ideogram? Is it hard or soft, wet or dry, rough or smooth, or any sort of other description that comes to your mind? Those are just some examples. And go ahead and write those down. And then go ahead and touch the ideogram again. And let's pick an advanced impression for this particular ideogram that you've drawn there. Is it land, water, airspace, natural, man-made, live, organic, person, energy, motion, or information, or anything else like that? Go ahead and pick your own ideogram if none of those kind of do it for you, or just write none. The whole goal here is for each ideogram to kind of identify one kind of gestalt identifier for each ideogram, because every time you do an ideogram, you're kind of getting another glimpse of the target. And if you want to do more ideograms, I would encourage you to do as many as you need to do. Otherwise, let's go on and get some sensory information about the ideogram. Sounds. What sounds do you perceive? Temperatures. Textures. Colors. Luminosity. Contrast. Tastes. Smells. ambience, colors, textures, temperatures, sounds, textures, colors, size, shape, patterns. Describe your horizontals, diagonals, verticals. Space, volume, mass, density. And let's go ahead and do a movement exercise if you're ready for that. If not, keep going with whatever stage you're at. Let's go ahead and do a movement exercise. Move 1 mile over the target area and describe. Sounds, shapes, colors, patterns, direction, velocity, space, volume, mass, density, energetics, ambience, patterns, colors, textures. Go ahead and pause the video if you need more time in the stage. Otherwise, let's go ahead. Do you have a viewer impression about the target feeling? Does the target make you feel a certain way? Go ahead and write that down on the right side of the page. And then when you have that down, let's go and move on to the sketch. So get another sheet of paper, or you want a lot of room for this. If you already have a little room left on the rest of your page, move down and draw a sketch of the target. Look over what you've written so far. Where does it belong on the page? Fill it in. Where do your dimensionals and magnitudes belong? Draw your sketch. Remember, look back at what you've written. Where does it belong? And if you're getting new sheets of paper, remember to keep your page numbers numbered so that you know the order later on. And then let's go ahead and fill in where some of the sensories belong. Point little arrows, perhaps, to sections of the sketch. Describe it a little more. And then when you're done with that, let's go ahead and do a summary. So take as much time as you need for the sketch. Otherwise, let's do a summary. What does the target contain? Get some basic descriptions. The target contains... This isn't analysis, just a summary of what you've gotten so far. So make sure you have end time and session, ending time. What time did it end? And then do your summary. What were some of your impressions about the target? Look over your whole session so far. Pause the video to finish your summary. Otherwise, we'll take a look at the feedback in a moment. And how did the target make you feel? And one more thing, is there anything else that you perceived during the session that you didn't write down? That's there, but you just didn't write down for some reason. Go ahead and write that down. Okay, well, let's take a look at the target. You were describing this huge volcanic eruption somewhere. You can see some buildings at the bottom, mountains in the background, and huge plumes of volcanic ash coming down there, lots of white and blue and some orange colors in the buildings there. So if you got something like that, kind of space, volume, a lot of naturals, a lot of energy, motion, kind of billowing textures and so forth, you did a good job. Well, anyway, thanks a lot for being part of this virtual viewing session. If you enjoyed this, just click on the link on the right for a lot more free viewing videos. And we will see you in the next session. Thanks a lot and take care.